of netizens, and it's time for Kakaaki Socials.
Yeah, say with a little energy because I know Rena will bring that in. Diamond.
Good morning.
Good morning, Rena. How are you?
Very well, thank
It's
you.
refreshing to see you.
Yes, it is. You too.
I'm not sure she bought fuel.
Did you buy fuel this morning?
No, I don't even have a car, so.
Oh, we'll look into that.
You should be talking about the transportation fares now.
Oh, yeah,
transport
well,
fares,
hike
really.
is a lot.
If you're not buying fuel, what about the transport fares?
Yeah, pay people that buy to convey you, right? That's another thing. So, well, I just meant that I don't go through the stress, so my money does the stress for me since I have to pay people who have to go through the stress.
And they are the ones who queue for the fuel and not you. Over to you.
Let's leave you to it.
All right, thank you so much. Everyone, good morning and welcome to Kakaaki Social. I'm Rena Obozeghie. Now, Edo State Governor Godwin Obaseki has again raised the bar by announcing an upward review of minimum wage in the state. From 40,000 naira that it will now be 70,000 naira, and that will be from May 1, 2024. This happened in Edo State Monday at the Labour House that was named after a former NLC president and the former governor of the state, Adams Aliyu Oshomole, who now represents Edo North on the floor of the Senate.
1 to 70,000 naira.
All right, let's take some reactions to this development on Instagram. I am Diamond says 70K for waiting. How much is a bag of rice for the family? Not more getting other food stuff at home. Nigerians will be celebrating rubbish. That's why these leaders have refused to accept not to stop. And also reacting to this user is Jimo, who says, when they give you, don't collect because a bag of rice is 72K. More thoughts on this development. Amechi says, this is timely as the Edo gubernatorial election would soon be on the way. He wants to deliver for his anointed successor. It's a way forward anyway. Absolutely, some people think. And Ochitilo says, they should implement it first. Then I will know they are serious about it because the Edo State I know. Speechless right there. But people say that, I mean, it's even higher than what the country is offering or paying. So let's give them time. Implementation is kier than the policy, if you get what I mean. And then the result of the 2024 UTME result is out. Over 1.94 million candidates registered and sat for the examination in 118 towns in over 700 centers across Nigeria. Well, out of the 1.8 million release result, 0.4% scored above 300, while 24% scored 50%. That's 200 and above. You know that it is over 400. Well, the JAMB registrar, Ishak Oloyede, professor, is saying that 76% of the candidates got below 200. And this is a concern on social media for netizens. And the question is, why well over half of the result is so poor? But then we see a statistic at the end of these reactions. Comrade on Instagram is saying that JAMBites no longer read. They are now on TikTok dancing to make me sweat. Okay, make me sweat, make me hotter. You know that song, right? It says it's too pity. And then more thoughts on Sparrow Lion. It says they are scared to pass because over 100 million youth are out there with degrees, yet no job. So if these ones pass, where they want to work? Well, I think they have been saying that we have to be employers of laborers and not seeking jobs. And then this user says, if this isn't a sad news for Nigeria, I wonder what it is. With all the numerous private schools springing up daily and charging high fees, our children are going backwards. Still, education-wise, because everyone's attention is now on money-making and trending stunt. It's a bleak future staring at us. We pray that that isn't the day. Now, this is the statistics I was going to mention by Statistics. It's been updated, and you would notice that from 2018, in fact 2018, they had the poorest results actually below 200 mark in UTME. So we had 71.1%, and you would see that this is actually a development. The 2024, which is the lists on your screen, 76.1%. So apparently 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 7 years, we are having a better result, because see, all the other ones are actually higher than them. The percentage of persons that have scored less than 200 for 7 years from 2018, in fact, just got increased. So this is even a development, and it is still as bad as this. What is wrong with the education system? What is wrong with our curriculum? You may want to ask at this point. But we move away from that to say that about 5 members of a protesting Pro-Yahaya Bello group were on Monday injured and arrested by officials of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC. Now, after they were chased with tear gas. The protest took place at the headquarters of the anti-graft agency here in Abuja over the ongoing trial of the former governor of Kogi State, 84 billion naira fraud. We take a look at that incident yesterday, and then we'll come back for reactions.
It is impossible. Order. EFCC must obey court order. EFCC must obey court order. Yahaya Bello EFCC must obey court order. We don't go to you. We don't go to you.
All right, let's see how you reacted. On X this time, Adewale says, on this, I support the pleas. People should stop being unreasonable. Yahaya Bello has proven to be the worst governor. Let EFCC be allowed to probe him. Enough of these unnecessary distractions. More reaction coming from Ubong Abia, who says, these ones don't even understand what is going on. If you tell them the amount that's involved, they won't understand the value. This is the real weaponized of illiteracy and poverty. And another user, Greg, says, all of a sudden, protest is no longer a fundamental right of the citizens, as most of you usually claim whenever the script or action favors you. Una know they ever fit keep the same energy. Why? And final thoughts on this from Omo Ijoba says, hardship came, fuel price hike and food price hike, them no protest. One man stole the state money, and here they are protesting. Chai, chai indeed. Let's have our final story for the day, which is coming from in the abroad, where a former chief executive officer of Microsoft, Bill Gates, is saying that he's working with Nigerian government on an identity technology platform for easy tax collection from Nigerians, of course. Now, this was at the meeting with President Tinubu on the sidelines of the World Economic Forum in Saudi Arabia that held on Sunday. Well, in a statement by President Tinubu's spokesperson, Ajuri Ngelali, Bill Gates stressed that the technology would help with payment efficiency and also make tax collection easier for Nigeria when it is implemented. So what are Nigerians' thought on this? Pay tax. What is going on? Is that going to be a slogan in no time? So Captain Olusegun says, everything on Tinubu's head is tax. No development, no infrastructure, no education, no poverty alleviation, no nothing, just tax. And then more thoughts from another user, Madi Shehu, the activist, is saying that continue with the senseless tax crusade and let us see who you will preside over by the time you tax businessmen and women out of work and businesses. You have forgotten or seem not to be aware that 90% of Nigerians are on subsistence living, barely able to survive. Ultimate tax burden on goods and services goes to them. A day is coming. I really hope that that day will be a better day. And more thought from ex-users. So X-Time says, what is Bill Gates' business with tax collection in Niger? Jagaban should be implementing policies to get Nigerians out of the poverty the evil APC put them into. But then, on the other side of the table is our final user this morning who says his name is _now pick me up, and he says, know something before you open mouth. Wow. Just before you react, you have to have details. But the question is, what are the details that we did not read? Bill Gates says he wants to help us with the technology that will make tax collection easier for the government and maintain efficiency. Well, let's see where this takes all of us. That's how we call it a day today on Kakaaki Social. Thank you so much for being a part of it as always. To reach out to us, our number is 0811 5436670.
Someone was asking Basi, did they write the exam for them? Are they supposed to know what they went through?
Right?
Yeah, but I think I like rather, the headlines also told us that we had more females, take the exams and outcome, and I'm sure that was very refreshing for you.
So we have about a million, and then with the boys, 900 or something thousand. So I think 46.9% and then 54.3% or so.
You can't be too sure that all the males were boys. There are times when men write these exams.
I see.
I went to school with some very old men in university, actually.
But no, we're not categorizing girls.
Some of them were in their 30s when they came back to university.
That's us male.
Yes.
No, you said boys. That's why I checked that.
Okay, whatever. The women
we understand.
We
understand what we're talking about.
Here we go again. It's a gender thing now.
That we are interested in education. So stop saying that, oh, your institution, traditional institution does not allow you in this space. You see, we're more educated. We like
Absolutely.
We like book.
Beyond the gender issues, I think that last bit that you took about Bill Gates helping Nigeria with technology to enhance tax collection. I have two quick reactions to that.
Okay.
One, who are the people who really pay tax in Nigeria? It's the poor people. The rich don't pay tax. FIRS will tell you that. The rich don't really pay tax. Secondly, the ordinary Nigerian on the streets today is in such a position that he needs to be helped. And I like what Madi Shehu said in his response, that you should be thinking about lifting the Nigerian out of the mess that he is in right now, rather than thinking of how to tax him again. And X-Times doctor also said something in that regard. This is a time when government should be looking for ways and means to change the narrative for Nigerians. Because the cost of living is just completely out of reach.
I think I even beg to differ. We are tired of being lifted out of poverty time and time again. I mean, these people come with this narrative of giving aids and giving Africa money, and then at the end of the day, we forget to look inwards. Bad leadership emboldens, effective governance, is diminished. When we will get it right? For me, that's the question. So much so that we will no longer be looking to Western aids for money and then do Nigeria right by Nigerians, I think, for me.
When the president was campaigning and he said something like he's going to reduce the purchasing power of Nigerians, he said, oh, it's one of the PDAPC, Bulaba, Balablu, roasted corn that he was saying. But look at it today.
But it's giving 70,000 naira.
Ladies, we got to go.
Your states.
Yeah, we're doing
Ladies, we gotta go.
70,000 naira.
we gotta
you
go.
buy a bag of rice, you exchange by barter, and then you collect tomato from your neighbor who has. Life goes on.
We really must go.
Let you run off. We're told that we
Thank you so much.
Have a lovely day. Catch you.
All right. Let's